Nico, good morning.
How are you, sir?
How you doing?
I'm good, and how are you?
Beautiful. Now tell me who you were before you started training.
Before I started training,
Yeah.
I was not disciplined, especially where my fitness is concerned. I wasn't disciplined and consistent. So I wanted to change all that, and that is why I started my training journey, also to get myself in shape. Yes.
So take me through your typical day before this new month. How did you used to spend your day?
Before I became more disciplined, I think my issue was I was always on the phone, so that's where I wasted most of my time. I think it's the issue of discipline. After I come back from work, I'll just be on my phone, and I will disguise it as I'm watching productive videos and channels and follow people. But at the end of the day, I was not being productive. So I always used to watch other people being productive, but not myself. But I think that I was just basically lying to myself. So I just tried to do more, action more, instead of just thinking and visualizing about what I want for myself. Yes.
At that period of time, what is it that you think you are ignoring or avoiding in your life?
I think I still struggle with it, to be honest, but I think what I was doing is fixating on other things instead of focusing on myself and focusing on my own issues. Maybe discipline, maybe my nutrition, maybe family issues, personal issues, but I think I was just using it as a filler to avoid dealing with my own issues or with myself or giving attention to myself.
What was it that you knew you shouldn't be doing but you avoided?
Going to the gym, being more disciplined, I think what's helping me is having systems and processes in terms of just my daily life, how I sleep, what I wake up, what I eat. When I come to the gym, deciding what am I going to do at the gym. So I think it was an issue of me not having priorities. And if I did have the priorities, I was not actioning it. It was just something that I'll journal about or think about, but zero action. Yes.
When did it hit you that something had to change?
I think it wasn't a specific moment in time, but it's just when I look back, I've been always wishing or hoping to get in shape, and I never do. And I think also age not being on my side, as when I was much younger, I decided, you know what, let me start, and get in shape and enjoy my body and be fit and healthy as well, the health benefits. As much as you get in shape and you look good, but also there's a lot of health benefits to it.
Beautiful. What could have happened if you didn't change your ways?
What could have happened? I think the biggest issue will probably be stagnancy, staying where I am, being comfortable and not pushing yourself. I think being too comfortable is not a good thing. So I think I would have probably stayed there and been content with where I was and not seeing the potential of what is out there and what is possible and what I could achieve. So I'll go as far as saying, it's just, I know I can do better. So I wanted to do better. You understand? It's not even being in shape for other people, being admired. I just feel that I could look better. I can do more for my health. So I just decided, let me do that.
What excuses were you telling yourself before starting?
Excuses. I think it's not so much an excuse, but it's, you come and you expect quick results and it doesn't happen, and then that discourages you. So that is what happened with me. I would come, and because my body's not developing as young as when I was in my early 20s, so I'll feel discouraged and just stay away. But I think now, I understand it's about long term. not your quick 1, 2 month, 3 months fix and that's it. Now it's about a lifestyle, even if it takes me a bit longer, but I'm seeing it as something that I'm going to stick on forever. So the gains will come, the improvements will come, the body will come, the fitness, the health, all of that will come, but it's not I need to do it in a month or two. So that is maybe not so much an excuse, but what was a deterrent to me being consistent.
What almost stopped you from committing?
I think my excuses, my own fears, and my own incapability, because I think what helped me is maybe just doing a little bit of reading online, watching videos. So if I want to, for example, train my chest, what will the exercises be that can help me, you know? So I think not being informed was an issue for me, but I started reading more about fitness, nutrition, you know, my diet, so that it can all compound and maybe help me achieve my results quicker.
Beautiful. What was the hardest part of this challenge?
The hardest part, I think in the beginning that was the most difficult, where you have to do it despite not feeling motivated and telling yourself, I am going to do this, whether rain, shine, whether lazy or not in the mood. And then after some time, I think after a month or 2 or 3, that's where it became almost like a routine, like taking a shower, going to the gym. It's something I have to do. And then even after a while, I started enjoying it. So now it's not even an issue for me to come to the gym anymore.
What did you struggle with between discipline, time and commitment or consistency?
I think it's discipline. I will also mention there are time management issues, but it has more to do with discipline because, like I said, it will be me being on the phone all the time. And then before I realize it, it's late. Then I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll skip today, then I'll go tomorrow, and then tomorrow something else comes up. So overall, it's a discipline issue for me. I think, I will honest, like I say, I'm still struggling a bit with it, but it's so much better than before. But discipline definitely was my issue.
Was there any moment where you almost quit?
In my recent fitness journey, no. I think because I've done so much homework and I've put in the effort, I'm afraid of quitting because I don't want to start again. I don't want to lose the weight again. I don't want to get the discipline. It's so difficult in the beginning. So if I just foresee how that starting over phase is going to be like, that is what deters me from quitting. So maybe I have my slow moments where maybe I don't come as often as I should or neglect my diet, but I always make sure that maybe I come back and make up for it or just get back into the routine before I regress too much.
When did it mentally click? When did you become this new person mentally?
I think it started 2025. First, I didn't have the time because of studies, so I just made sure that at least my diet was okay. And then I finished my qualification, and then I decided, okay, now it's time to get in shape and not just lose weight because my body fat was high, my muscle fat was low. Sorry, my muscles were low. So then I decided, okay, let me give my attention to this. And so it must have been around June of last year, but I started maybe being more consistent and serious towards, let's say, October. That's when I decided to be more consistent.
What are the routines or habits that made a big difference to your success?
As far as gym is concerned, I think is just me thinking about my schedule in advance. So knowing that, okay, I schedule, and it's not so much planning, but just knowing that, okay, during the day or during the week, this is the time I'm going to the gym. And these are the amount of times that I want to go this week. And then sticking to that and planning other things around that, making sure that their time is cleared.
And what have you learned about discipline through this challenge?
Discipline is attainable, and discipline has nothing to do with motivation. Uh, it's about deciding what you want and going after it regardless of how you feel. But also it's important to have a goal that you're working towards, because that might be the thing that drives you. When you're not motivated to do it, then you just keep on doing it because you know what is the end goal.
What has this challenge forced you to confront about yourself?
It challenged me to confront that, yes, I have issues that I need to deal with, and it's things that I need to consciously work on. Maybe just being more conscious about my gym journey, for example, is making sure that I understand what is keeping me back. For example, my diet I know at the moment is not great, that I can do much improvement on, but just understanding that there are things that I need to change about myself, and if I don't change it, I will just stay the same person forever.
If you look at, compared to this man now and the man that was before, what are the main changes that you've brought into your life?
Okay, first of all, I'm much stronger. I'm looking much better. That's just the surface of things, but I think it's about understanding what you want and me knowing that I can achieve it, and understanding that anything is possible as long as I put my mind to it. So I'm sure if you see me in 1 year from now, it will be a totally different person, because I'm definitely going for the long run and going towards my goals.
How has this improved in your life in terms of business, family, confidence?
Okay, so I think through all of that, communication is so key, especially when it comes to family. People must understand what your goals are and what your schedule look like. When it comes to business and work, it's a tough thing to juggle, because you have to make time for so many things. Personally, I'm studying, I'm in corporate, I have to tend to family, I also have to be at the gym. So it takes a bit of planning and a bit of discipline to make sure you give attention to all those things. And yes, sometimes something will suffer. Maybe sometimes my gymming will suffer because of other things that I'm doing. But like I said, you always try and come back and fix maybe something that I've broken.
Do people treat this Nico different from the old Nico?
Yes, fortunately and unfortunately, yes. Because I think society is very conditioned in terms of how you look like. And I think, fortunately, my body has improved. So I think generally people just admire it more, and also just trying to find out. I always answer questions of how I did it and what am I doing. So overall it's more positive, yes. Then people just, those who know me obviously, and they've seen me from the past and they see me now, so they can also see the change, which is very encouraging.
There's a man right now watching this video that is the old Nico.
Yeah.
He's stuck in your old ways.
Uh-huh.
What will you say to him?
I would say, if you want to get in shape, if you want to be more healthy, go for it. If you don't know how to do it, just start doing it. And also maybe read a bit more on whatever it is that you're trying to focus on, your fitness, your health, getting in shape. What do you want to do? What is the goal? And I think, again, most importantly for me, I always tell people, do not expect quick results. Give yourself time, set a pace that works for you, and go for it, even if it takes you a bit longer than you planned, but it is going to happen. So just go for it.
What will happen if you keep on delaying this?
I think what will happen, obviously, we'll stay in our comfort zone and there will be no progress. And time moves whether you go for your goals or not. And if you're not careful, you'll wake up months, years later and not having attained whatever you planned. Because I think even like with gym discipline, I think it flows over to other forms or other areas of your life as well. You know, if you can be disciplined at the gym, slowly you will realize you can accomplish anything. You start being disciplined in other areas as well.
So Nico, we're going to finish here.
Okay.
I'm going to say this sentence and I want you to finish it for me. I didn't just lose weight, I became a man who?
Goes for what I want.
Well done.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.